Start off with Steve.
Carlos, just what's your perspective watching the ovation that Alonso gets and then having him come up in that first at bat and do what he did?
It's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. You're there in the dugout and everybody's kind of waiting for that moment. As he's walking towards the plate, standing ovation. It means a lot to the people, to the fans, and to our players, and definitely to Pete. And then for him to go out there first at bat and goes the other way to kind of set the tone right away. First at bat of the season here at Citi Field too for him after the off season with all the rumors and all that. Is a pretty cool feeling for him, for all of us, and he got us going there.
3 home runs, but his at bats in general have just been so good. What overall have you made of these first 7 games for him?
He's locked in. And when he's not chasing, when he's laying off some tough pitches, when he's not missing pitches in the strike zone, and he's using the whole field. We saw it going dead center in Miami, going the other way today with authority. That's not an easy thing to do. And then he puts the other team in a difficult spot to make some decisions, and we saw it today. When they ended up walking him because of the lefty-lefty matchup, and then now. We keep talking about our lineup being deep, and that's what happens there. So it's a big difference, obviously, when he's going like that, and we're gonna need him.
Pete, all right.
Carlos, what did you think about Juan Soto's home debut and getting his first hit and first RBI here in the stadium?
Yeah, I thought typical Juan Soto. He's going to help you win games in a lot of different ways, whether it's by getting on base, by getting the big hit. Made a nice defensive play on Santander there towards the end of the game. Pretty good game for him. First, it was pretty cool for him too, and for the crowd. That ovation, and I thought overall it was a good day for him.
And if I could ask you as well, just what do you think about what this bullpen is doing so far to start the year, and how much of a weapon it's been for you today?
Yeah, we like the guys that we got there, and they keep doing their jobs. There's a lot of different looks, a lot of different pitch types, righty, lefties, and the biggest thing is coming in the game and attacking the strike zone, and they're doing that. We saw it today with Minter. Kranick continues to do a hell of a job on a day where we needed him to finish that game. He ended up doing that, and that goes a long way when you're protecting the bullpen the way they're doing, whether it's a Brassova, whether it's a Budo going multiple innings the other day. Today, Kranick. We're gonna need all of them, and I think they're all doing their job in their parts, and that's good to see.
Tyler on the left.
Carlos, when you see Pete have a day like that, or like in Miami, do you ever think about how it would have been different for you if he wasn't in the lineup?
I'm glad I don't have to think about that. I haven't. So, I had him last year, and I got him again today, this year. So, I don't think that crossed my mind. So.
Abby.
What do you like about how McGill is using his pitches?
Yeah, I liked it. Keeping it simple, attacking hitters. I thought he used all of them today in a good way. Whether it's the fastball, whether it's the breaking ball, the slider. But I think it comes down to throwing strikes and staying on the attack. I thought he slowed the game down. He made pitches when he needed to, making that mound visit there with a couple of guys on. I think kind of put him in a better position there, and he went out there and executed. But I like how he's mixing. I like how he's attacking the strike zone, and he gave us a chance and ended up getting the win.
Mike, in the front. Andrew in the back.
What about Reed Garrett gives you confidence to deploy him in situations like the ones today with runners on?
Yeah, he's done it before. He keeps doing it. I like his pitches, obviously. His ability to slow the game down, having the awareness of the situation, whether you're trying to make a guy chase, you're trying to get a ground ball. We saw it with Jimenez, right on lefty, and then right on right matchup. This is a guy that can get lefties, can get righties, and again, can get ground balls, can get swing and misses with a lot of his pitches, and he's done that. He's a big part of that bullpen, and he'll continue to play a huge role.
Mark, back left.
Carlos, I want to ask you about Mark Vientos over here. I want to ask you about Mark Vientos. Drove a couple balls to straightaway center field today, but what are you seeing from your third baseman up at the plate right now?
Yeah, he's not getting results, but like you said, small couple of balls to center field, and I was telling him before that, I don't think he got last at bat, like, you're getting in good hitters count, and at some point, hits and results are gonna come, you know. I know this is a result-driven game, but if you process, if you're not chasing, you're gonna be in a good place. And he laid up, you know, he got to good hitters count, 2-0, 2-1, 3-2, and he's gonna be fine.
Hey Carlos. Sorry. Had Acuna and Marte in the lineup today against a righty. Did that have to do with Gossman and the splitter? And is that something on Sunday with Bowden Francis and his splitter you might consider as well?
Yeah, we'll go day to day, matchup base. Like you said, Gossman being a little bit reversing the pass, more neutral. The split against lefties is very effective. I thought today was a good day to put the righties. And then, you know, we got one more, I think, on Sunday on Francis. But yeah, we're gonna. And the situation of the game will dictate. It's not necessarily going to be a platoon straight. You know, we saw Marte getting on a bat with second and third against a right-handed, and ended up getting a sac fly. So, yeah, the situation of the game will dictate how I'm going to use them.
Joe?
Carlos, just Lindor on the first at-bat of the game, going for that double. Is that sort of just a tone setter for the season here?
Yeah, I would, you know, that's who he is, you know. He likes to set the tone, and today, first pitch of the game, right away, here we are, attacking, you know, and then not only putting a good swing, but taking two there. Yeah, it's good to see, brings the energy, and again, that's what you want to see out of when you're on the offense, like, you have to attack, and we did that from pitch one today.
Joe?
Carlos, could you tell upon first glance that Francisco beat that tag with that swing move? Where'd you see that?
When it first happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see it. You know, yeah, from the dugout, you can't tell. Then when Gibby got on the phone and he told me to challenge, you know, I was like, what he said? And he was like, yeah, I think he's Harrison think he's safe. So, but it's pretty tough to tell from the dugout. I just like the aggressiveness there, and like I said, setting the tone.
Last one for Carlos.
Carlos, how are you? Luis Gonzalez, Quisqueya International. Did you send Juan Soto to steal? Did he go on his own? Did it make you nervous to see him go?
He's got to play baseball. You know, he's all of them got green lights. We trust their decision making. I trust Antoine Richardson at first base with all the information. And when we find opportunities, we're gonna take advantage. And today, we saw a couple of them, and we took it.
Very aggressive.
Thank you very much, Carlos. We have Juan and Pete joining us now.
You came out so aggressive. You swung at the first pitch that you saw. Just why was it so important to come out that aggressive? Yeah.
Just try to set the tone. You know, it's something that coaches have been talking to me and players have been talking to me, and I'm just hoping for the best. You know, just get a good pitch and hit it. And the guys behind me are really, really, really good. So let them do what they do. My job is as a leader is to set the tone.
How did it feel to not only double, but he comes behind, brings you in?
It felt fantastic. You don't have to run as fast as you need to. He's been having a fantastic season so far. Great at bats, day in and day out. So I knew either Soto, Pete, or Nemo were going to get me in.
Francisco, you obviously finished the season here last year with some pretty great atmospheres. What did you make of the one to start the season here today?
It's fantastic. Vibes were amazing. The reason why I called timeout is I wanted to hear the fans. So I appreciate them coming out, supporting every one of us, showing some love. We definitely love being here. We appreciate them. It was a great atmosphere. I think I saw 43,935. So it's pretty loud. We felt it, I'm sure the Blue Jays felt it. Let's come back tomorrow and try to do it again.
To that end, you talk about the atmosphere, and obviously there's a lot of love shown to Pete Alonso.
Yeah.
For him to come through in that way, what did that moment mean, you think, for him, but for you watching it too?
This is home. definitely feels really good to see how the fans embrace him, to see how he embraces the fans. It's super cool. It's very cool to watch, and especially watching one of the best power hitters in this game. And he's gonna have the record here pretty soon, and he's gonna stand in for a really long time. So I'm glad he's teammate. I'm glad the fans give him the love that he deserves, and I can't wait to see how his season goes.
You walk in the sixth, and then Juan comes behind you, brings you home, his first hit in Citi Field as a Met. Just how special was that moment?
It was really good. My hamstrings didn't like it to go from first to home, but I knew he was going to come through. You know, he had good at bats today. He just missed his pitch in his first at bat, and he's a showman. You know, he's one of those guys that when the lights are on and everybody's on top of him, he performs. So I knew I had to be ready and be in a position to score. Well, I mean, scoring position with him at first.
Francisco, para Grandes en los Deportes en República Dominicana, ¿cuál es el mejor momento que te llevas de tu primera experiencia jugando con Juan Soto? ¿Y cómo tú consideras que su presencia en el equipo eleva el mismo al máximo nivel?
Su presencia es sumamente grande. Él es uno de los mejores jugadores en béisbol. Es una persona que es sumamente consistente con su ética del trabajo, la forma que él ejecuta sus planes. Por eso es quien es él. Verlo día a día, ver cómo él, cada turno que pasa, él sigue mejorando. Y de las cosas que me llevo hasta ahora, pues que para él todos los turnos son iguales, para nosotros cada turno se siente que está mucho mejor.
No has mencionado esto en español, creo, el tercer hijo ya como un padre de familia con más responsabilidad, ¿cómo eso te motiva a ser un mejor atleta en el terreno?
Coa, mi precioso hijo, estoy pues entusiasmado con su presencia, me encanta tenerlo, me encanta que mis nenas lo aman desde ya y Katy hizo muy buen trabajo, estoy orgullosa de ella. Yo sigo día a día tratando de mejorar para que mis hijos crezcan y digan que su papá fue tremendo jugador.
Just another moment in this game, going back to the sixth, they walk Pete Alonso, and then Brandon Nimmo just comes through when they wanted to get to him. What did that kind of do for the momentum and for this win tonight?
It proves that it's not about one or two, three hitters here, and everyone in this lineup can do some damage. Nimmo has been doing damage for a very long time, and to walk him to go lefty and lefty. Now they're gonna have to start, rethinking their game plans because they know Nimmo is gonna execute. So I like the depth of the lineup. Today was a good day to be a New York Met. We gotta come back tomorrow and put a better show.
Francisco, could you just take us through that slide
I tried it in spring training, didn't really work. So I was hoping I was able to push myself up with my right hand so I can avoid the tackles. I knew he was going to try to go more in the middle of the bases. And I knew he didn't tag me. So I'm glad it worked out in that moment. Otherwise I was going to be out. But it worked out. Credit to Harrison that got the call and he said to challenge it, and they did. And credit to the guys behind me that made everything happen.
¿Qué significa que parece que ya despertó el monstruo de tres cabezas? Hoy el cuadrangular de Alonso, tú y también en el caso de Juan Soto, que hoy conectaron imparable que produjo carreras.
Bueno, sabíamos que en algún momento íbamos a tener juegos como el de hoy, que todos íbamos a estar cliqueando al mismo tiempo. Aprendemos de hoy, pero al final del día tenemos que venir mañana y el próximo día hacer lo mismo.
Francisco, on days like today, it might be getting a little bit overlooked outside this clubhouse, but what can you say about the start of the bullpen result too this year?
I mean, they're doing fantastic. Miguel was huge. Reed, doing his thing, coming in with two guys on base and getting 2 outs. It was massive, And then Frank has been doing fantastic. He's been saving the bullpen. We are a full team. it's not just about the offense, it's not about the defense, it's not about just the pitching. Stearns and Steve and everybody underneath them, they put a good team together. You know, it's a must for us to go out there and execute.
We spoke about you coming off to an aggressive start, coming out swinging.
We're going to start with all the English questions first for both of them, and then we'll go through the Spanish questions. We'll start off with Steve Gelbs.
Juan, starting with you, I'm sure you anticipated this day for a while, ever since you signed. How did it live up to the expectations?
I feel it was pretty cool to see all the fans out there, you know, cheering for you and supporting the whole team. I think it was a really good experience and great start.
What do you think of what this guy's doing right now?
That's why they call him a polar bear. This is tremendous power.
Mike?
Steve, how do you just sum up the amount of love that was out there for you today, starting with the pregame introductions, and then you come up, and then you get the curtain call? How do you sum all that up?
Yeah, I mean, it was sick. I mean, that type of stuff is what you dream about as a kid, and to have that type of support being reciprocated, I mean, it's really special for sure, and I enjoyed every second of it.
You look at this week you've had, these last 4 games, what's going right for you?
Honestly, I think what it boils down to is just controlling the strike zone and being able to make good adjustments, pitch to pitch, at bat to at bat, keep good mechanics, and keep continuing to make good decisions on pitches in or out of the zone.
Manny?
That home run you hit, very similar to the one you hit in Milwaukee. Oppo kind of just kept carrying. Did you know it was gone as soon as it hit the bat?
No, I didn't know right away. I mean, you hit it hard in the air, and it always has a chance. But I mean, with how the wind was blowing today, I didn't know which way it was kind of blowing. Sometimes it goes out, sometimes it blows in, because like with the stadium, it's just kind of swirls. So I thought I hit it well, but it was really nice to see it go over the wall.
Just what was going through your mind during that current call there?
I mean, it's like I said before, it's just stuff that you kind of just fantasize, dream about as a kid, and for that to happen, it's so sick.
Tyler on the left.
Hey, were these the kinds of moments that you envisioned when you were deciding whether to come back or not, that whole process? Like, and is there an alternate reality that you can think of, like, man, it almost didn't happen?
Honestly, envisioning coming back, I mean, for me, it was just all about winning. And for me, like knowing the culture here, knowing the guys, knowing the camaraderie, you need a great combination of talent, hard work, and chemistry. And obviously this place is familiar. Love it here. Love playing at City. Love being in New York. And it checks all those boxes for me. And for me, is the best option, and it's just such an easy decision to come back.
Tim.
Question for both of you guys. This being the home opener, which is always exciting. The hitting comes through, the pitching comes through. The rain holds off after it looked like it might not earlier in the week. Just how would you sum up the entire day?
Yeah, I mean, when you look at, or when you think of opening day, like, I mean, I think this was super picturesque. I don't think it could have gone any better. I mean, like you said, the rain held off. It was super comfortable temperature-wise. It was like a nice 70-degree spring day, and people were super stoked. The energy was super high the entire game in the ballpark, and I mean, also Mets W. I mean, you couldn't write up a better start to a home opener.
Like Pete said, it's a perfect day for baseball. I think everything went in our way. We're really happy that we were able to come through and bring some runs in for McGill and let him do his job. And he threw amazing today. So I think when you look at every detail, it went great in the Mets way. So we're happy for that.
And for Juan, you've mentioned looking forward to this day in particular, first home game, a few times. Does it feel like home?
Yeah, I mean, it feels great. This fan base is amazing. Like I said in the past, I didn't realize how many fans they have and how many passionate they are, and it's really cool.
Dave.
Pete, you mentioned pitches in and out of the zone. I think that the one you hit today was a fastball kind of off the plate, pretty low too. I mean, is that just kind of the fact you're able to hit those balls right now with confidence, kind of dangerous? How you feeling right now? Or?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was just he made a good pitch. I think it was like probably 2 balls off the dish, and I was just trying to just hit a hard line drive and spoil the at bat, because I mean he made a pitcher's pitch, and I'm just happy I put a good swing on it and make good enough contact to hit the ball hard, and thankfully carried out of the yard. But right now, I just think that I just feel good pitch to pitch in my mechanics and my swing decisions.
Juan, can you talk about what kind of 1-2 punch you can be with Pete if he's productive like today, and how his at-bats impact yours?
I think it's great to have a guy behind you when he's swinging the bat well, when he's hot. I think it's really good protection. Give me a chance, to see more pitches around the strike zone and try to do more damage. Everybody knows I can control the strike zone, but sometimes at bats get longer when they're running away from it. But when you have a guy like Pete, I think it's great protection.
Couple more, and then we'll go to the Spanish questions.
Juan, Pete over here, Crystal Rich, CBS, nice to meet you both. Juan, just going back to that 6th, Lindor gets on base, you get your first hit at Citi Field as a Met. Just how did not only that feel, but how did it feel that knowing that hit kind of sparked the rest of the offense that inning?
I think it's great, when you break the older team's plans, it's a little bit better. They bring the lefty to face me, they probably give me a ground ball or something, and when you come through in a big situation like that, I think it's always great. It's always great, and really glad that I was able to put the ball in play and try to give it a chance to Lindor to score.
And then Pete, they walk you just right after, and then Brandon responds. What did you like about how he responded after they intentionally walked you?
I mean, he got his pitch right away and hit it hard to the pull side, and I mean, that's just it's just a great at bat, getting something in the zone that he can handle, and he smoked it down the line for a double. So I mean, that was, just the consistency, the quality of bat setting. That was big time. That really pushed us over the edge.
Okay.
Pete, you've had some big moments here. Where does this one rank for you in terms of, it's your first at bat since the winter, you hit a home run the first at bat. Where's this one rank for you? Did you ever allow yourself to think maybe I could have a big first day back to start the season?
I mean, every day, whether it's your first day or like first day back home or home game number 54, you want to have a good day. You want to have a great day at the yard. So, but for it being the first one back, it's for sure really special. But where it fits on the list, I don't really know. But I mean, it's definitely up there for sure. I mean, today is very, very special, very picturesque, very storybook-like. So I mean, very, very special for sure.
Thank you. Now.